Okay, so in order to manipulate RNG, the main way to do it is by delaying advancing text. So right now I'm going to show how to do the fastest Toriel fight. So yeah, this is the text before the Toriel fight. I already have this bit tasked out. And as you can see, if I fast forward a bit, the first attack is not a hand. So we'll add a frame. Now there is one extra character of text that displayed, which will change RNG. So go again, see what happens. No hand. Now if we move the shift, press 1 earlier, you can see the text, like Toriel's full text box here, will be up for 2 frames now, which means that every single character in here will call RNG twice, and it calls it more, so the RNG will change again. So let's see what happens. Still no hand. So this time we will set a different text box to be on screen for 2 frames, which will change RNG. And nope. And you essentially continue doing this. Oops. Okay, so that's a top hand attack. For an optimal Toriel, you want bottom hands for the first 5 attacks. So I will keep manipulating RNG and hope to get that. Okay, so now I've exhausted this text box, so I'm just gonna go on to the next one, which is so we already know that delaying by 1 character does not give the correct RNG, so I will immediately go to having this one out for 2 frames. There's a bottom hand. So yeah, we got a bottom hand, so we will run into it with right and down. Go. And now we're on the next attack. And hope we get a hand. No. So we will add a frame here, which, as you can see, there will be an extra character from the flavor text. And it's not a hand. So what you can do is actually press Shift on, I believe, this frame, yes, which will complete the text, which obviously is RNG, which unfortunately didn't work though. So I will move on to 2 frame manips. In an optimal task, you would go back and find a manip where both the first and second attack would be a hand attack, but this is a tutorial, so I'm not gonna do that. So, nope. Now we have the shift press there, which will put the full flavor text on screen for 2 frames. And nope. This one will add an extra character, then the full text, which also doesn't work. So I believe no. Yeah. Now we're out of 2 frame manips. Now we'll go to 3 frames. First, completely empty, which gives us a top hand. We want a bottom hand though. That's not a bottom hand. Now there's that. There's a bottom hand. So You can also actually delay this C press here to change when Toriel's dialogue here, all those dots will go away. I'm just going to ignore that for this tutorial, but if you're making an optimal task, you should also check that. And here's the bottom hand. And next attack. Anyways, well, once you've gotten 5 bottom hands, I think, yes, you'll be at 5 HP, which means now all attacks will start doing 1 damage, which means it's now better to get top hands, because you can hit them faster. So that is what I will make for you. You don't actually need to get single top hand. Oh, yeah. For example, here, you don't actually need to get the single top hand. Both also works. Just hit the top hand. Now that you're at 3 HP, any attack will automatically cancel. So you're gonna want to get this attack because you can hit it the fastest. So that's not it. It looks kind of like this, but it's the one with hang on, with the fireballs on the sides as well. This one. So yeah, just hit the fireball as fast as possible. And it would be this one. Of course, I miss it. There. Now eat the monster candy. There definitely isn't a cut here because I forgot the monster candy. Don't tell anybody. Anyways, now that I definitely have the monster candy, you're gonna want to eat it, which will put you back at, I believe, 12 HP. Yes. Like so. And then I believe you want the bottom hand. Check this pinned comment by Connor if you're unsure about what to do. So once again, with the bottom hand, yes. So that's not a bottom hand. So with this one, it's interesting because due to you getting item text right here, you have multiple. You have more 1-frame and 2-frame nips and stuff than you would otherwise, so there's more room to play with here. And then I believe the rest is top hands. Yes. And again, on the last attack with 3 HP, you want this attack. And there you go. There's your optimal, well, not completely optimal, but very close to optimal Toriel fight. Once you get the punch card, manipulating RNG becomes significantly easier to do quickly. aka 0-frame manips are way easier for a multitude of reasons, mainly because of text storage, but also because you can open item text doing room transitions, which will manipulate RNG. So it can look something like this. this is just something from the meme test. So yeah, here you see text storage. All of that text can be used to manipulate RNG. And here I think like he did an astronaut food in a transition or something like that. And again, more text storage. And eating, I think the bandage in the room transition is what that was. Other things that manipulate RNG are things like this room, where there are these random particles. So by controlling how many of these are on the screen, you can also manipulate RNG, I believe. So that applies in this room, I believe also in this room. Yeah, there's these particles here. So I believe these also manipulate RNG. And then room transitions, I believe, call RNG. And there's a few other things. But yeah, that's about it for this RNG manipulation tutorial for tasks.